So guys, we are live and we are going to be heading into my Binance application. This is the Binance interface. When you open your Binance app, this is the home section. Okay, this is all you're going to be seeing in the home section, and you can see over here, this is where your total balance will appear. It's still loading up, that's why it hasn't shown. I mentioned this right here is the search bar. If you have any coin that someone posted or asked you to buy, you can come here and search it, whether it's Bitcoin, PNB, or anything. This other icon here is a QR code scanner. It's used to scan for NFTs. NFTs, when they drop QR codes for NFTs, you can use this section to scan it. Okay. Then you have this phone and speaker looking earpiece and speaker looking icon. Is used to contact the customer care. If you should click it, it will lead you to the customer care section. All right. The next one is notifications, where you get notifications for either deposits or withdrawals or campaigns and the rest of that. Okay. This thing is hanging. That means the network is still not very strong. So leave this first. You can see here to the pay section. This is where you can either get rewarded, you can send gifts in red packets or stuff. Okay, right here you can also get transactions that you received. You can see some transactions I received over earlier this year. So you can top up from your mobile app, you can send cash, and you can send red packets as gifts, which could be in form of USDT. You can receive and you can send as well. This is your okay. All right, you can see that the balance had appeared, and then you can come to this section. This is where it's your favorite coins. When you get to the hot coins, these are hot coins that have done large percentages over the 24-hour period. This guy is on 145%. If you come to gainers, okay, it's up. So this gainers is the section where you come to see coins that's done large numbers over a 24-hour range period. We have Vanry, we have Reef, we have AMP, we have OK, we have Hi-Fi, and we have QI. All right. If you come here, you can load to see more of them. Losers are this section where you see coins that have lost a certain percentage over a 24-hour period. And then new listing. You might be hearing about airdrops and stuff happening, or maybe you hear people saying Binance is about to list a coin or has listed a coin. If you just want to be sure, or you don't want to use this search bar, you can just come over here and click the new listing, and you see new coins that have been listed. Okay. You can see Metis, you can see Wave, you can see XL, you can see Portal and Stack. These two are airdrop coins. Then if you come to 24-hour volume, this is where you see the coins that have had the most traded volume or money flowing through into it, either by sellers or buyers. All right. Thanks to those that just joined us. So you can see over here, this is the volume in USD. This is the volume in USD. This is Bitcoin leading, Ethereum second, and we have Solana third, and we have BNB. You have BNB fourth. You have XRP. You have AVAX. Okay. Wow. XRP seems like it has a large volume. It's probably going to go up in price. Then if you come over here, you can see market cap, but if you don't, I think I explained market cap as well, so you should know what it is. If you want to see the market cap divided by the volume and stuff like that over the period of 24 hours, this is the section you're going to use. All right. That is that for this section. Then if you want to read news, announcements, latest updates, or maybe people accounts that are registered on Binance that share updates, maybe coins to buy and the rest of it. If you can spend time on the Binance application long enough, then I think you should use this section, which is right below this part. Okay. It's still in the home. We are still in the home section. We haven't moved away from there. So you can see the discover. Then you have the following. This is if you have any of the accounts that you're following. You can see You can follow accounts here. You can see this follow icon. You can follow him. This guy gives updates on BTC and the rest of that, and they have verified accounts check. All right. So just to be sure you know which account gives authentic updates, or which of the accounts is authentic to Binance, to this Binance platform. Then for announcements, these are Binance related announcements. You can come here to see coins that Binance wish to delist, wish to release, or you can even see the halving updates. So, and the rest of that, you can see the Binance P2P and the rest of it. Okay, there might be every tendency that the P2P on Binance might be back to the Nigerian market, but for now, we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Then for news, on March 12th, you can see Ethereum briefly flies up below 3,900 amid market fluctuation. So this section, you come to read about news, and then you can come to learn some stuff using this academy section. Okay, if you wish to deepen your knowledge, of course, when you're in crypto, 1 week out of crypto, you might feel very extremely outdated. All right, I remember one time I was handling my project in school. I just, everything related to crypto, I just went mute. I achieved all the groups, all the accounts on status, I mute them and the rest. And I'm telling you, after 1 month of coming back, I felt like a newbie. I couldn't even understand anything again. It wasn't funny, sha. I missed an airdrop, sha. So that aside, if you come to this live section, you can see accounts that are currently live. You can join them. I'm not joining any of it. We don't have time for that. So we need to fly past this section. So that is that about this home section. All right. Now, if you come over here to this section that says markets, okay, which is right next to the home button, this is where you can still come to see the favorites. These are coins that you're most likely to trade, or that you've traded mostly and you favorited them. Okay, they are your favorite coins. If you don't want to go through the hassle of using the search bar, you can just come here to your favorite section. You can see BTC is there, BNB is here, GMT, FTM, Atom, etc. Okay, then you can come here to check below this stuff. These are my favorite coins on the spot section. Then for the future section, you can see I have SQL, I have Nitron, I have BTC, I have Ethereum, I have ETC, and the rest of that. Okay, for options, I have no favorite because I don't trade them. Okay, then if we come to markets, this is just a general rundown. This should be like the top 10 or the top traders, sorry, the top pairs. Okay, so you can see BTC, you can see 1inch, you can see AF, you can see ACM, you can see ADA, ACRO, and the rest of it. If you come over to this section, still on markets, if you come over to this USD stuff, you're going to see perpetual contracts under USD, under USDT. That is BTC against USDT perpetual contracts. Okay, this is part of the future sections. Then if you come to the coin section, okay, this one is a little bit, these are both basic. Okay, so I'm not even going to say anything on that. So that is that about that section. If you come to the discover, you can see these are just like recommendations, coins that are like that people are most likely, people have been buying most likely. Okay, you get, and they can give recommendations on coins you can stake to earn. I mentioned about ways you can earn from crypto, and I mentioned staking. So Binance, exchanges like Binance give us that opportunity. Okay, so you can have OM, they are giving you a 9.5% APR, USDT is giving you 26%, GRT is giving you 2%. So if you buy a coin and you know you want to leave it for long term, instead of just leaving it idle, why not stake it? While you're staking it, the same market movements that you experience when it's just there in your wallet, it's the same it will experience while it's staked. Okay, so the only thing is that you earn extra percentages. Okay, let's say maybe stake 100 and they're giving you 26, maybe at the end of the period you stake, you'll be getting extra 26% of that 100, which is about 26%, which is about 26 pieces. Okay, so staking is also a way you can earn from your idle assets. Okay, if you have assets that are idle, you can, it's something similar to stock. You can just buy into stock. If you have 100k, you're not using to do anything, 50k, just stuff like that. But now it's now done on crypto. All right, you can see some of the airdrop tokens. Even Dimension is already offering people to stake and earn from 1% to 14%. Okay, then we have, that is the end section. If we head to the trading section, if you head to the trading section, another thing is this: Binance and other exchanges can give us the option to copy professional traders and earn money from our idle assets. Okay, going forward, this section is a very different section. It can take about 20 minutes or 30 minutes to explain, but we are here for the basics. So you can see that on this trading section, you can copy traders both on futures and on spots. Okay, good. If we head over to the launchpad, now launchpad, this is Binance gives us the ability to stake our BNB and earn airdrops and farm airdrops automatically, but the allocation you get depends solely on the amount of BNB that you have staked. Okay, automatically staking your BNB makes you eligible for coins or projects on the Binance Launchpad. If you come over here, this is 11 billion plus dollars staked of BNB, funds raised 174 million, and then projects launched, 86 projects launched on the Binance Launchpad. Currently, the one ongoing is AEVO. Okay, so if you have BNB and you wish to earn, you can go and stake it. Bybit offers theirs. The only thing, Bybit, you have to stake a Mantle. BitGet offers theirs. BitGet, you have to stake the BitGet token. So going forward, I just share this alpha. I'll drop the link to get you registered on this exchange in the group once the class is done. Please remind me. I feel go forget after all this class now. Okay, so they had a launch pad which Arkham was used. Okay, they offered about this should be 5 million or 50 million or so, and they had 11,000, okay, 114,000 participants. Okay, now if you come to this section, already having your BNB in your wallet, you just have to hit this stake button. If you have the FDUSD pool, you just hit the stake button. There's nothing magical about it, unlike decentralized exchanges or wallets like Trust Wallets, OKX, and the rest of it. Okay, so that will be that for it. If you come over to the square section, this is just like the home page of other stuff that we saw. Okay, you come here to read news, following those that you're following, news, academy, and those that are live. All right, then if you come to this section that says data, this now will give you this like heat map. Okay, let me not use the word heat map. Some people might not understand it, but they will show you, just like you went to the volumes on the 24-hour range, gainers and the rest. Now this section gives you the whole thing in a box-like feature. Okay, you can see Binance has the bigger section, Ethereum has another next to Bitcoin, Solana the same thing, XRP till the very least of it. Okay, of course I mentioned heat map is what they actually call it, is the heat map, so I'm just going to call it what it is, so that if you see it somewhere or someone mentions it, you understand. So we've come to the end of the feature of the Binance interface. Okay, so now if we have a coin that we wish to buy, okay, first of all, now that you have a clear idea of how to navigate this section, the home page and the market and the rest of it, if you've opened your account to trade, you actually do need funds. Is that true? Yes. Now you can either come to this place to deposit, or you come to this bottom right corner here that shows your wallet, okay, and then you can now hit deposit as well. Okay, if I should hit deposit, they are going to ask me whether I want to deposit USDT, USDC, BNB, SOL, or right about any coin. And for you to trade, buy any coin, you definitely need USDT. But if someone wants to send you another coin, maybe like Solana, you can search it using this search bar. But I'm going to use USDT for that. Okay. Now, what you're going to be sending to that person is your wallet address. If I hit USDT over here, okay, now the person might have a preference of the network he or she wants to use. Okay, sometimes these networks that we're seeing might be congested, and the only one available might be Tron. Sometimes might just be Binance Smart Chain. Sometimes might be Polygon. Sometimes might be Ethereum. Okay, now we need the fastest and yet cheapest. Okay, Tron is fast and cheap. Okay, BNB is fast and cheap. Polygon is fast and cheap. Ethereum, right about almost all of them. Okay, now my most favorite is always the Binance Smart Chain, because for me to or Polygon, because these two can be easily bought at the very little or smallest fractions. You understand? Unlike Ethereum, because of gas, you get. So both from the end of the person sending to you, you're doing that person. The person will actually tell you his or her preference. All right. This is important thing. This is the person should tell the preference of the network he or she needs. You understand? So if the person asks you to use the Binance Smart Chain, you hit the Binance Smart Chain. Okay. Upon hitting it, this is your wallet address, deposit address. This is the network. So upon clicking these two overlapping boxes, which is the copy button, you have copied it, and then you can go and message that person, send it to that person. Always make sure that if the person asks you what network, let him or her know that it is Binance Smart Chain. If you want to use another network, okay, if you want to use another network, you can use Tron. You click on Tron, which is first there. You can see that Binance Smart Chain address and Tron address differs. Are you guys seeing this? If you want to okay, let's use Ethereum. Okay, no, Solana. I think Solana address differs. Solana chain address, network address differs as well. These three that I've selected, Binance Smart Chain, Tron, and Solana, their addresses differ. So, if it's someone that's already acquainted with these networks and what their wallet address would look like, you may probably send a Solana address, deposit address, and tell him or her that is Binance. If the person is acquainted, mainly looking at it, he will tell you this is not Binance Smart Chain. You should check again. Okay, so you always have to be careful, because if the person don't know what he or she is doing, you send the address, Solana address, and then Binance Smart Chain. If he sends the money is lost too, and you will not blame him. Okay, but sometimes if the person is using using Binance to send the coin to you as well, upon imputing the address, he will show him the network. But if you select Binance matching network, I think Binance will signify that is a wrong network. So you have to refer back to you or improvise and find out what network it is. Okay. So that's that. After you've sent it and they have deposited it, this is where you're going to see your deposit. It will be right here in funding. Okay. Any deposit you make will be here in the funding section. All right. So if it's USDT, it will show here. If it's BNB, you see it here. If it's BTC, Ethereum, whatever coin it is, this is where it shows. Now, you will need to transfer it to the spot section. Now, you use this transfer button, okay? If I should hit the transfer, you can see that it will show me from funding, and I'll select where I want it to be. First, we are dealing with spot. So I click this section, this arrow, and then I select spot wallet. Then if I have USDT or any coin I have, I'll select max, or if it's 10 I have and I want just 5 going to the spot wallet, I can edit this and put 5. Okay, I can edit it and put 5. If it's not USDT I have, or maybe it's BTC I have, I can come here and, okay, let's say Solana, I select sold. I can decide to use send max of my sold there or half of it. Is that clear? Yes, let's continue. So this is how you move the deposited currency, cryptocurrency from the funding wallet to your funding wallet to either your spot. Okay, then if I want to move it to futures, I still click that arrow and I select futures. Now there's a difference between this and this. This is what we are using. Okay, don't use this. This is what we are using. If you go and use this, you might you be at liberty of losing your, I don't know. But if you use this, this is trading amount of coin, not USDT. You'll be trading coins, the amount of your, maybe if it's Polygon, you have 10 pieces, you'll be trading the 10 pieces against USD. Okay, but now we are using USD against that currency. So you transfer from your spot wallet from your funding to your USD wallet. Okay, so you select your coin, whether it's BUSD, Ethereum, IOTX, whatever coin it is. I already have my funds in the spots waiting for us. Okay, so if I should select Solana, this network, I hope not. So whichever it is, after you've selected it, you select max, and then this place will come up. It will shine. It will be yellow, just like this color, and you confirm the transfer. Now we now head over to trades. Okay, you come over to trades. Once you come to trades, it will be right there in the spot section. All right. Now, if you, from this part, you can now decide to buy, sell using limits, using current market price, and using OTC. But I don't use this algo. I don't use OCO, order cancel order. I don't use trailing stop. I don't use stop limits. I only use limits and market. Okay. Upon using limits, if they tell you to buy a coin when it is 3, like, okay, let's say this guy is 0.4, they will tell you to buy a coin when it is 0.3. You come over here to edit it. Okay, you click on it and then you delete it and put 0.3. all right. Upon putting that, you can use this now to scroll. If you want to use the total of your USDT, which is 11, it will give you a total of 37 GRT token. Are you guys understanding this? Please let me get feedback from 1 or 2 persons before I continue.
So I think you explained this part again about the trading and the limit stuff.
This thing is echoing, I didn't get your question.
You should,
Lesson.
yes, sir. Explain again on the trading and the limit stuff.
Okay. I'll okay. Let me I'll explain it and then we'll move further. Mute yourself. So, like I said, this is the limit section. Okay. A limit is actually deciding at what point you want to buy, at what price rather you want to buy into that token, okay, or coin. You can decide, okay, you looked at the chart, you say, okay, this is I think 0.4 is overpriced. That is too much. It's just like going to the market. You go here and they tell you meat 5 pieces is 2,000. You say no, that's too costly. You move to the next section because you've put a limit that you want to spend, or the limit at which you want to buy that meat at. Okay, so now they tell you buy GRT and you open your app and what you're seeing is 0.4. Okay, you say no, this coin is overpriced at that amount. You now use the limit order and then you set to buy at 0.3 or 0.2 or 0.1. But mind you, you have your trade will not peak. Like you're not going to go into that trade immediately. Why? You have set the price lower than the actual price. Okay, so it will be difficult if there's a lot of volatility, or maybe that coin is on an uptrend. Okay, it will not come down to that your price to get in. So if I should set this now, this is where my order will be. It will be right here, but it will not have triggered. You understand? The USDT will not be available and the GRT coin won't be available, as in it will not be in my wallet or in my possession as well. Okay, but if I should use the market limit, the market section, once if I want to use all my USDT, which I have 11 USDT, if I use USDT and I buy GRT, just look at what will happen now. Successful. It's not open order here. Are you getting? It's not an open order here. It's already in my wallet. Okay, if I should go to my wallet now, right here, you see it. Go to overview. You can see GRT. $11 of it gave me okay, extra. I already had GRT, so gave me extra GRT. You can see it is here. You're getting it back. Now I head back to trades. Let me sell. The same thing with selling. Okay, the current market price of this guy is 0.4414. If I decide, okay, I want to sell everything and I want to sell, okay, I have 15 USDT worth of GRT. Now I want to sell, okay, let me change this to GRT. I want to sell, I have 34 pieces GRT. I want to sell 20 pieces. I select 20. Okay. If I hit the sell, it sells immediately. You can see it has sold. Successful. If you come here, you can see that the price of the GRT has gone down. It was how many? It was 37. You can see right here it is now 21 because I sold 20, right? So I think it was 41 or thereabout. You understand? Let me head back to trades. Let me now show you the limit. What limit does? If I enter limit on buy, okay, remember I sold, so I want to buy back. If I use limit and I use 0. Okay, it's 44. Let me 0.42. Okay, and I say I want to buy my max buy here is 22. Okay, let me say I want to buy 20, which is for the total cost is $8.4. Oh, if I click this, it will it's okay. Okay, 0.42. Yeah. If I hit buy, remember I've set my limit. it did not the order was created, but it was not successful. This is it. It appears in open orders. Okay, that's the difference between market price and limit price. I go to a market now. Let's use this for example. I go to a market, okay, from my house already. I don't plan say I've made plans that people have been hearing people say spaghetti is 1-2. You understand? Which is the actual price almost every shop sells it for now. Okay. But I've made a promise to myself that no, or I've said, okay, this is what I can afford to spend on spaghetti, which is 1,000. It's going to take me time to find somebody that will sell for me at 1,000. You understand? It will take me time to find somebody that will sell for me at that price. So somebody that goes into the market and just buys at the price that they tell him, 1-2, okay, and me that is looking for somebody that will sell at 1,900, who is the person that will waste more time at the market? I'm the one, Abi. That's what happens. While I'm still waiting, searching for somebody or waiting for somebody to accept my order, I'll be wasting time, which is exactly similar to what is happening here. I'll be wasting time here. But someone that used the market price would have already before I even find somebody that will sell for me at 1,000, the person that bought at 1,200 has gotten home. He would have gotten home, planned something else for the day, and that's it. But that's one thing about crypto. Even in real life, in market or anything, you know your limits. Okay, this price will likely happen. Okay, this thing now, the cost of this commodity will likely come to 0.42. You understand? But it will take a little bit of time. Do you have that kind of patience? Probably not. Okay, so either way, now let me tell you guys something about dollar cost averaging. At this point, someone that using the dollar cost average technique is not going to care. Okay, he buys his own maybe every 2 days, every 5 days, every 10 days. He might come today and 0.4405. Next tomorrow is 0.6. He will still buy. Next tomorrow is 0.3. He will still buy. Next tomorrow is $1. He will still buy. That is dollar cost averaging. And all this one that people will be looking for a limit price doesn't actually affect him. Okay. Moving forward, you can see that using a limit price, my order will be here, waiting for somebody to accept it. Okay. And the only time that will happen is if there are enough people willing to buy at the same price as myself. That's when you see who is dropping link in this group. What the hell? That is the only time you see these peaks. Okay. Now moving forward, the same thing that happens with the buy section is the same thing that happens with the sell section, both the limits and the market. Okay. Now, if you've waited so long, or maybe price has left you, you can simply come over here to cancel this. Okay, order cancelled. What we did was place an order and waiting for somebody to accept our order at that price. Now that we can't wait any longer, what do? We just cancelled. Okay, moving forward, if you're good with technical analysis and someone tells you to buy a coin, or maybe they drop the coin and when you're coming online is 3 hours later, you want to see at what time that coin was dropped, and you want to know if it's still a good time to buy into that coin. You use this place that looks like the 2 candlesticks. You click it. Now what it will show you is the chart of that coin. Okay, now someone might probably drop, let me use a 4-hour time. Okay, let me use 15-minute time frame. Someone might drop that coin now somewhere around here. Okay, if you hold on to it, you'll be able to see the time, the volume. Okay, are you guys seeing this? This is the time. Okay, 24/3/12 today by 16:15. So probably I dropped a buy signal by that time, and then you come online and see that the price had gone up this. So you can see the time difference. 8:45 is very far. Okay, so you check the time and see, okay, he dropped it by 6:15. Watch this. So this is where you'll be able to see the time. The first thing on this box is the time. Okay, you say, okay, he dropped it at 6 and the time is already 8. So you can see it's either, the only thing you have to do is leave to buy that coin, because you've missed that one, you've missed it. The opportunity is a lot, it's still many in the market. Okay, so what you do, you move on. Don't buy into that coin. First check the time it was posted and the time you're seeing that chart. Very important. I'm not sure in any beginners class they will tell you this. Okay, so take this as, don't take anything I tell you for granted. Try and put it into practice. Don't rush. Slow down. Check the market first. Always, once you open the chart, hold on to it like you're trying to scan your fingerprints. These two lines will appear. Okay, and then you see the box that shows time. You see open, high, low, close, change, amplitude, volume, and transactions. Okay, now that will now help you determine the time difference when that signal was dropped and when you're seeing it. Moving forward, that is that about the sports section. I don't think there's any other thing that we need to do. Okay, I think using stop limit. This is just for sports. Okay, though they have sports traders that, but as a beginner, you need to learn how to use the sports section to buy and hold your coin. Now, if you want to be taking future signal, they drop you a coin to buy, you come over here to this section next to that, or you use this up area. Okay, but I'm going to use the area that says futures at the bottom. Now, like I said, this is what we are dealing with. USDS. We are not using coin options, bots, or copy trading. Okay, as you advance, you can explore those on your own, or you can take a course, a class on it. All right, so that you don't, not when you lost money, you now remember it's time to take a course or learn how it is done. You can never know it all. All right, I attended so many classes. Okay, both free and both paid. That aside, if someone tells you to buy Polygon and tells you to use a leverage of 5x or 10x, this is what you do. You click here. When you click it, you search for Polygon or Matic. Okay, this is it. Matic is at $1.17 now. All right, now he tells you buy. If you see, I mentioned about some short terms and terminology. CMP means current market price. Normally, that's where they will put it. Buy Matic at CMP. Okay, that means buy at the price you're seeing it. Only if you catch that trade early, maybe you're online and then the notification pops up, you're early into that trade. All you have to do is just open your Binance or anything and then enter the trade. Then you come to leverage. Risk management is very important. This leverage area is where risk management comes in. You cannot have a $100 account and you're opening one trade with $50. It's wrong. It's never done. You cannot have a $100 account and you're opening a trade with $70. Don't do that. Okay, except you've attained a high level of professionalism. Okay, there are people that do that, but as a newbie, don't ever do it. Good. Now that I want to trade futures, what we need to do is move USDT to our futures account. Is that right? Yes. How do we do that? We head over to our wallet again. You can see I have 9 USDT here. What do I need to do now? I come over to this section spot. Okay, upon clicking that, I use the transfer section. Okay, and when I hit the transfer section, I'm transferring from funding to USD futures account. Okay, um, okay, no, I'm moving from spots. That's where the dollars is. You can see that is here, $9. I use max and I confirm transfer. This is what it will get. Okay, if you don't want to use OK and you just want to head into the futures platform, you hit that futures icon there, and we are back here. You get me? Now that we have transferred our USDT from spots to futures, if you just receive the USDT, it will be there in your funding. So all you have to do is transfer it from the funding to your spot. Okay, now the person tells you buy Matic using a leverage of 3x or 5x. This is where you come to. This page you're seeing 15x, you click on it and you reduce it to 3x or 5x or 10x. I know you might have seen people post and you'll be seeing them using as large as 150x. I know all of us must have seen something like that. I've traded that leverage before, but it's for scalping. I only did that when I wanted to scalp. Okay, probably my emotions got a hold of me, and probably I've lost some stuff, some money into the market that day. I'm just looking for a way to close the market, but I don't close on that large loss. But in the process of doing that, the way you can make as fast as it can help you make as much as 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, or even 100% is the same way you can lose that same amount. Okay, because in scalping, you might not have time to be setting stop loss. You understand? So this leverage section is very important. I'm going to say no go do pass yourself. You now have a $10 account and you're using 15x leverage. Even a 10x leverage on a $10 account is risky for a beginner. So even myself currently, if you see some of my status, you can see I've been using 3x. Okay, I've been using 3x, 5x. You understand? Not that my account is small. Okay, I have trades running on Big X for days now. Okay, some of them have gone. If I was using a high leverage, and because those trades now I'm leaving them to run all through this month. That's how I set it. At the end of this month, I'll know the ones I'll close and I'll know the ones I'll leave open. But that 3x leverage is what gives me the power to hold onto those trades for that long, so that I don't get liquidated. Okay. Now, if I say buy Smartich and I'm saying use a 3x leverage, sometimes I might not even say use 3x. I might just say buy, and I'll tell you manage your risk. It's you that will decide if your mind will agree you use 3x or 10x. But I'm only giving you an advice. Please manage your risk. In fact, I cannot even advise you, because it's what your heart tells you when you go into the market that you do. So always manage your risk. Mind the leverage you're using. Okay. So I'm going to be using a 3x leverage on this. Upon using the 3x, I click on confirm, and then I head over. The next section is this one next to the 3x, which is isolated. Now, using an isolated margin is more like protecting your funds, is risk management. Okay. Now I have 9 USDT here. If I use a cross margin, okay, there are two margins, cross and isolated. If I use a cross margin, all that $9 that you're seeing there is at risk of liquidation. That is, I'm at risk of losing every single one of it if the market goes against me. You understand? That is cross. It uses every other fund in your wallet. But if you use isolated, from the common understanding of isolation, is like putting something or someone like away from every other person. You isolate that. I have 9 USDT now, and I want to isolate $2 just for this trade. I use the isolated section margin rather, and then I'm going to be choosing USDT and not Matic. I want to use 2 USDT. Now, if I should buy or long, so in futures, buying is to long a call and selling is to short. Okay, some signals will not tell you buy, they will tell you long. So when you see long, they are telling you to buy, and when you see short, they are telling you to do what? Sell. Okay, I want to isolate just $2 for this. Okay, I have $10 available, and then I use the isolated 3x margin. And sorry, I didn't talk about this section. Not every I haven't seen this on Bybit, but this is asset mode. Okay, single asset mode. You can decide to use only the assets you have in your futures. Okay, but if you do have assets in your sports or funded section, that is where you can use this. But I'm using the single asset mode. Okay, so $2 is what I want to risk for this trade, and I'm using a long call. Well, let me look at this chart first so that the market doesn't move too fast against me. This is a short call. So I'm going to short this trade. I'm not longing it. I'm going to short this trade. I'm using a 3x leverage. I'm isolating this asset, which is just $2, and then I sell short. Other notional cannot be less than 5 USDT. Okay, so I'll use 6. Okay, and I sell short. Now at this section, you can now decide remember this thing is costing us, because of the leverage, is costing us just 1.95 USDT. Are you guys understanding this? Now I have to set my take profits and my stop loss. Okay, just in case the market moves against me, I don't want to lose everything that I already isolated for this call. So my take profits will be when it just gets to $1, and it will be a 14%. Okay, that is the return on reward, which is 44%. This is 0. I'll be making an extra 0.87%. Okay, that is for my take profit. Then for my stop loss, I've checked and I'll say if it hits $2, which is very likely not to happen. You understand? It's very likely not to happen. Then again, as a trader, you do not set a stop loss of such magnitude. You don't. This is 70%. This is 70%. So that $6 that we are risking now, we are going to be losing $4 from it, which is wrong. So because I don't know where the 10% is, I'll just come here and set 10%. So the price of a 10% of that coin will be 1.2920. Okay, so we'll be losing 0.58 USDT. Are you guys getting it? Offset 10%. PA profit and loss will be 0.58 USD. That's 5 cents, and which is a minus 29% real. Okay. Now, with this understanding, you can see that we are risking 10% to make 14%. Is like a 1:14 risk to reward ratio. Okay, but as a new beginner, you should always target a risk to reward ratio of 1:3. If you're risking $2, you should be looking to make $6. If you are risking $1, you should be looking to make $3 from it. Okay. So I'm going to increase this now to at least 30%. Okay. That is when the price drops to 0.8213. All right. And I'll be making $90, 90%, which is 1.72% from it. That is almost 100%. Remember, our risk for this is costing us $2, 1.95. That's why you're seeing that the 90% is almost that 195 USDT. All right. Now I'm losing 10% to make 30%. You understand? So that is that. Upon this, I will now confirm my sell. Okay. On that note, we have seen how that is exactly how you can trade your futures and your spots. Okay. This is Bybit interface. All right. It's just the same thing. You can see both gainers, you can see both losers, you can see both the news, latest events. Okay, on Bybit is latest events and the rest. Now, if you've made your trade on Binance and you want to make transact and sell your profits, okay, you come over here to deposit. Okay, you select deposit crypto. Okay, when you select it, you select the crypto. Let's say you've made your profit, you now switch it to USDT. You select USDT over here. All right. Upon selecting it, you now choose the chain. I mentioned it to you guys. You have the BEP20, BSC, Sol, and the rest of it. You copy that address. You select, let me select Sol. You come here, you copy the address. Okay. Upon copying the address, you now go to your Binance. Okay. Now, what we are doing on Binance is withdrawal, no longer deposit. Is that clear? We are doing withdrawal and no longer deposit. If we get to the wallet, how will this load? Why won't this load now? Well, I'll just use this Bybit to show you. Assuming we are on our Binance where we have done our trade. Now we are looking to withdraw. Okay, we have copied the address from Bybit. We are assuming this now is Binance. We have copied the address and then we come and hit the withdraw section. If you open your Binance account on that wallet section, you're going to see the withdraw section. Okay, now you select the crypto you want to withdraw. We want to withdraw our USDT and sell because we have made profits and we have switched over everything to, we have sold everything to USDT, transferred it from our futures wallet to funding wallet or spot wallet. Then we use the withdraw function. Okay, are you guys understanding? You've copied the wallet from Bybit and we've come to Binance to paste it. We select USDT is not here, so let's assume this guy is USDT. We select it. Okay, and then we input the address that we have gotten. All right, I wish Binance will open so that, because as I'm saying this thing, I'm even confusing you guys, and before I know myself, I'll run into confusion. Guys, I've showed you guys how you can deposit on Binance. Okay, so basically the deposit is the same thing with withdrawal. Okay, but this time around you're coming to the platform where you want to withdraw to. Okay, now you're coming here to copy the wallet address that you want to withdraw to. We want to withdraw our profits made on Binance into BitGet. We need our wallet on BitGet to paste on our Binance section. We come over here. I already showed you guys how you can get your wallet on Binance, okay? But I'll still show you guys here. Oh, this guy